A little Sunday sip. How are you all doing today on this first day of March? Glad that the sun's shining, right? A little cool today, but beautiful all the same. Nature's very talkative today, right? Very talkative today. The currents are moving because it's a little windy, so that helps push it. You hear them? They've been nonstop. When the sun's out, they are chirping. They are talking. They have lots to say and do. They're having fun. But anyway, the currents are flowing. Today's a 5-day, okay? 5 is about growth, but it's also about transformation, right? It's about flexibility. It's about going with the flow. And I've said it in many videos. You know, people don't like change. It's sudden change, okay? Sudden change. If we're seeing that every day, more and more, right? Things that are going on in the world. Guys, if you try to go with the flow instead of resisting it, right? It won't feel as bad, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Be open to change. Be open to new direction. Be open to new destinations. Be open. There's a big world out there. You never know. Okay. It's also a 1 energy day. That's the secondary energy. Again, one been coming up a lot, right? Because it's new. New beginnings. It's new, right? And to take the initiative. It's create. You're the architect. Create. Be self-reliant. Get it moving. Okay? Some other numbers. Oh, wait 1 second. I'll tell you. My mind just goes. 1728. 1728, apparently, according to Google, is an abundant number, right? It's an abundant number and it represents 12 cubes. Now, if we just break down 17 and 28, 17 as an angel number is aspire. Okay, aspire, think bigger, right? Think bigger. Think bigger, go home, right? Go bigger, go home. And 28, again, 28's been coming up a lot. It's see worth, see the value, right? See the value in things. Some need to see the value of them, of yourself, right? The value of yourself. And different things. You know, I know I could do that sometimes, right? Like doing business and different things and, giving discounts and this and that because, again, situations and who's complaining and who's having financial. But to give those discounts all the time, at the end of the day, I helped everybody, but maybe not myself. You know what I mean? Because I gave out so many discounts. So know your value, know your worth. Now, I know my value and worth. Some of what is priceless. It's priceless, right? That's how you need to think about yourself. That's how you need to think about yourself. So that's been coming up a lot lately. A lot. And I think with a lot of the changes and different things that people are going through and these changes and these shifts in these planets, people are starting to realize these things, right? It's out there in the energy. Anyway, let's get back to it. This is definitely not no 10-minute video kind of talking I got going on in here. I tell you that. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to start going live with this stuff because it's just too much. It's just too much. But let me see. Let me give you a quickie. 57. Oh, wait. No, let's back up. 23. Philanthropy. You know, what can you do for others? I've been riding in that world my whole life. Everything I do is always for others, right? I talked about it in stories. Like, I couldn't wait to volunteer at the hospital when I was a kid. I tortured my mother every day. When it was coming right before my birthday, where I was old enough to go volunteer at the hospital and be a candy striper, I tortured her to bring me over there so I could put my name on the list and fill out the papers. So you do what you will with that, okay? I know how I do that in life. 57, new approach, okay? New approach. and striving for clarity. And I'm really, this stuff just wraps all back up together. It blows my mind. So I'm going to skip the songs for a minute because this 57 thing took me down the rabbit hole. Something that stuck out to me was myrrh, M-U-R, right? I peeped that, and I'm like, what the hell? But like when I peeped it, it made me think of blurry vision and not being able to see clearly and yada, yada, yada. Not realizing until I looked it up, right? Because I don't know all the numbers by heart, but I know a good bit of them. 57 was think clearly. Like, new approach. Strive for clarity. Be clear, right? And I'm like, oh, look at how you do that, right? I love my spirit team. That's how they do that. But I was like, myrrh. I couldn't get it out of my head. And I'm like, is that even a word? Like, is that even a word? So I looked it up. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to skip the music for a minute. Because I can tell you, a lot of old energy still popping up there. Let's talk about myrrh. So myrrh stands for, the New York Stock Exchange has it listed. That's myrrh stands for Murphy Oil Corporation. And I thought, oh, okay. An independent exploration and production company currently trading at $33 a share with a focus on offshore assets. And I went, okay. The past year, they're up 30% in their returns. That's what's on the since early 2026. It also means wool in French. Now wait, I'm going to show you. Okay, it means wool in French. Myrrh is also a they put an A on the end, river in Central Europe. Okay, it's also used in scientific contexts like for NASA. And I went, multi-scale, ultra-high resolution sea surface temperature data. Yeah, I didn't finish going down the rabbit hole with that one yet, but I think I got more information on that. But anyway, and then myrrh.at is a digital arts and culture organization based in Graz, Austria. Anyway, myrrh, this Côte d'Ivoire came up. And I was like, okay, well, what does that have to do with that? So then I looked that up, and that is the Ivory Coast, West African nation on the Gulf of Guinea. Diverse. They have 60 ethnic groups, population of 34 million people. I'm going to skip over some of this, but they're the world leaders in cocoa and cashew production, right? So they're a major player in the global market. They also produce rubber bands, coffee, and timber. French. I just told you myrrh meant wool in French, right? French is the official language. It gains independence from France, August 7th of 1960. The key attractions include the Basilica of Our Lady of Peace. And I thought, some people really should go visit that basilica because they need some peace. We need some peace, right? Oh my God, we need peace in this world. My goodness. And the Thai National Park and Como National Park. So it's a stable country, but visitors should be aware of potential political demonstrations and police checkpoints. And then that just was like, I think that's something that we, in different areas in this country moving forward right now, maybe sooner than we think, we may start seeing some of that, right? The political unrest and these protests and different things and a different kind of presence in some areas. Because let's face it, there's some cities out there that should have that kind of presence all the time already. They're out of control. And we won't name them. I think those of you that live outside the box already know what cities I'm talking about. But anyway, I thought that was interesting that the France thing connected and different things. So maybe, again, things are playing out in the world, things to be aware of. Okay. And I think I'll be back with a part 2.